Hey guys, crankycaz here.
And thesherbster.
We're here with our reaction to all the stuff that's gone on at PAX East 2023, which I have to admit I didn't know anything about until this evening when I saw all these reaction videos coming out for FF16 trailers. But apparently there has been a panel that happened yesterday. I guess it'll be a couple of days by the time you see this video. But basically the stream kind of messed up on PAX East's end, so there was only like 20 minutes of it released, but basically we've got the full thing now. Yes, you can pet the Torgal. A Final Fantasy 16 discussion with Naoki Yoshida and Koji Fox. Sounds great. Shall we see what they've got for us?
Let us get into it.
I am super hyped to see a bit more gameplay and
Good afternoon, PAX East.
What this Torgal is.
Is
I guess
everyone
it's
ready?
the dog.
That would be a safe bet,
so
wouldn't it,
bring our
based
guests out on stage.
on this?
Hi guys!
They've got a plushie! Fat Chocobo, I like it.
Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy 16,
And I'm Michael Christopher Koji Fox, the localization director on Final Fantasy 16.
yeah, it's okay.
I didn't say 14, 16. X, V,
I.
All right, welcome everyone to the Final Fantasy 16 panel at PAX 2023.
Woo!
Whee!
All right, and thank you everyone watching from around the world on our live stream.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, because we're watching it on the live stream. Just a bit late.
Yeah, we only have about an hour today, so we'd like to get started right away. Today's panel, we're going to cover three main topics. The first off, we're going to meet the development team for Final Fantasy 16.
I like the little 16-bit
こ
Torgal.
れからファイナルファンタジー16とは改めてどういったゲームなのか。
And then next up, we're going to talk about a little bit about Final Fantasy 16, the game itself. For some of you, it's going to be just like a recap, but we've got a lot of new content.
For me, it's definitely not going to be a recap because I feel like I've barely seen anything of this yet. They've actually released quite a lot up to this point.
そして最後
Yeah.
3つ目
I
なん
haven't
です
really
が
delved that deep into it.
Yeah, that's my usual sort of tactic anyway.
You hide under a rock.
I do. I want to see some of it, but I don't want to see too much. It's going to make
Yeah,
me
we don't
sort
wanna,
of...
like, get spoiled, do we?
Yeah, not necessarily spoiled. Just I'd sort of like to learn a bit more about it as I'm doing it, rather than...
Yeah, but like you don't want too much to be given away in the trailers, do you?
Yeah.
There are still a lot of questions that people had, so we want to spend some time at the end of our panel today to answer some of those questions.
Okay.
その中でですね、ここに PS5 があるので、実際にゲームを動かしてみようかなと思います。
And of course, we have a PlayStation 5. This is not just for looks. We're actually going to be using this PS5 today and showing you some actual
Gameplay showcase.
That's what I like to hear. Sounds like everyone's very happy to hear this.
一応ファイナルビルドではないので、何かあっても多めに見てください。
All right, and again, we just want to make sure that it's not the final build, so there may be some bugs. So
We're okay with
please
that.
forgive us if something happens, but it should be good. It should be good.
Right.
It should be good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Maybe.
Okay. All right, so everybody relax and let's start the show.
I am so not relaxed. I'm ready. My body is ready. What have you got?
Ready.
He looks like
Oh,
some Bond villain.
I can pet the Torgal.
You can pet the Torgal.
I really love this artwork.
So as most of you know, development on Final Fantasy 16 was handled by Creative Business Unit 3. Our team's past titles include the MMORPGs Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 14, as well as the Dragon Quest Builders series. Again, what we lack in quantity, we hope to make up for in quality. As for our core Final Fantasy 16 dev team members,
一生懸命綺麗に並べてくれたんですけど、ただ顔色の悪いおじさんが並んでる絵になりました。
I mean, we had our promotional team do the best to make us all look stylish and handsome. But there's really only so much you can do with Photoshop. So this is,
I like that they're having a bit of a laugh about it.
Yeah.
It's one of the better Square Enix presentations so far.
So far, yeah.
Oh, The Last Remnant. Okay. I really enjoyed that back in the day.
Yeah, good range of titles.
Someone who's worked on
covered
Devil
there.
May
We have a lot of
Cry. I
younger
like
people
it.
on the team who
Okay.
do.
All right,
It's
cool.
just that leading up the team are these old guys. So. Final Fantasy 16 is the newest numbered title in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with over 35 years of history.
で最近
God, I feel old.
ジェネレーションのプレイヤーの方、ファイナルファンタジー
More or less our lifetimes right here.
I wonder how much it's going to cost to get one of those Torgal plushies.
They'll be sold out already if
And
they've
so
been on
what is
sale.
it that makes this Final Fantasy series unique? is that, however, despite the fact that the titles are numbered, each one is independent from the others. It features its own story, its own characters, its own systems, and its own feel. And Final Fantasy XVI is no different in that sense. And so it should be just as accessible to a newcomer to the franchise as it is to a
That's what they want, isn't it?
Players will not need to play any of the games before this to fully enjoy Final Fantasy XVI. But of course, it's okay if you do.
Play all of them.
Go through the whole back catalogue, please.
So one thing that we've talked about repeatedly is how we built this game on 4 pillars. So first and
Story,
foremost of those
good,
pillars
yes.
is story.
Yep.
Arguably the most important thing. If the story's not good,
it's going to fall flat on its face.
that's what you want from a Final Fantasy, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm quite excited about a return to the medieval thing as well. Like.
So with Final Fantasy XVI, it's always been our aim to bring back the series to its high fantasy roots, exploring these complex themes such as justice and values, while weaving a deep and sweeping narrative complete with politics, conflict, and intrigue. We wanted to create something that would not only resonate with a younger generation of players just stepping out on their own, but also with older players like me. I'm going to be 50 years old this year, and we already know how harsh the real world can be.
そして2つ目、もちろんそのストーリーをいろいろキャラクターこだわってきました。
And our second pillar is our characters.
It's interesting what you said about the medieval sort of theme. Like, the medieval ones would be the ones I would tend to sort of gravitate least to normally. But I'll always give it a chance. I just always find myself going more towards the sort of like
Final Fantasy 8s and 7s
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That sort of style.
Fixed upon Clive Rosfield as he seeks vengeance for the loss of his nation.
Still love that name, Clive.
Our game features a vast ensemble cast of compelling characters, each unique in their own backgrounds and motivations. And their stories, players will watch unfold around Clive's in this veritable clash of wills.
Why Clive?
そして3つ目、やはりシリーズ期待されるのが
Visuals, well, yes. Twice.
Is that our mouse hand down at the bottom, or is it theirs?
Our team has worked very hard to create this
It's ours.
unparalleled visual experience that's only possible with
Hopefully it'll
the power
disappear now.
of the PlayStation 5.
Might have to be in the middle. Disappear.
Battle.
There.
There we
Finally,
go.
and possibly most
Clearly you have the
importantly,
magic
is our
touch.
It just needs to be not near the edge.
And so our dedication has been to create this exciting combat system that, for the first time in this series, introduces full real-time action combat.
Full real-time. Is it not being full? What would you class 15 as?
I guess like you get little interruptions like with the summons and stuff like that.
To experience this thrilling summon versus summon battles, which put Clive in control of an icon of his own to carry out battles on a massive scale. The Final Fantasy series has long been described as a cinematic experience, but now we can truly liken this to actually playing an Hollywood action blockbuster. All right, but talk is cheap, so we've prepared a short video of captured in-game footage showcasing the 4 pillars. Let's start.
Let's start indeed. Come on, what have you got?
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count.
I like his voice.
Yeah, I know.
Is that in-game footage?
I think it's
That bit there was, I think.
Yeah.
Oh. It really looks like this wouldn't have been possible on a PS4.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ready. Ready? Are we going to fight with her?
Oh,
Nice.
look at that. Oh my god, these
The
summon battles are
icons
going to be
look incredible.
bloody epic. Yeah, I see what you mean about, like, you know, it just looks like a PS4 would really struggle with this.
To render all the
Yeah.
effects. Is that Titan?
It looks like Titan.
Ifrit looks tiny. See, that bit makes me nervous when you're fighting against something massive, because it just gives me horrible memories of fighting, you know, the massive thing you fought in Final Fantasy 15?
The Adamantis, yeah.
And it just... I hope
it was a bit janky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you actually did that. Look at this. It's almost too much for the human eye to take in.
Thank you.
That Adamantis fight, actually, that reminded me, like, in terms of, like, you know, it's cycle between day and night. I think it took me 3 in-game days to do that fight.
And that is not the only video we're going to be showing you. We have many more videos to be showing you today, so please look forward to them as well.
I shall. So, I mean, that looked like mainly cutscenes.
This is not pre-rendered. This is all running in real time, in engine.
Oh.
It is a veritable roller coaster ride of a game.
Okay.
There you go. So it is going to look as good as that.
Yeah, like, is that all?
Right, next we'd like to talk a little bit about the world.
Valisthea. Is that how you pronounce it?
Valisthea?
So the realm of Valisthea is made from 5 different nations and 1 neutral city-state.
I'm just thinking of Type 0.
Seeing this sort of world is, and we were saying about Last Remnant earlier on, it reminds me of the Last Remnant world a bit as well.
Springs of life and magic around which civilization thrives. One might think of these as oil fields. And these oil fields, these mother crystals, are where the realm gains its energy that powers their everyday lives.
Okay, so there's crystals in each realm.
To, oil. And so this resource, however, proves to be finite. And because of that, this bitter struggle arises amongst the nations over control of what little remains.
I never finished Type 0, but there was a similar thing going on with Type 0 with the crystals and the Dominions fighting each other. And I really like that concept.
Right. And we have another video that's going to showcase our areas. And so we're going to be showing some of the areas that are available for exploration in Final Fantasy XVI with this short walkthrough video. Let's begin.
I really hope there's a wide range of different landscapes you can explore.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be. Yeah.
Cities and towns. I really feel like that's where Final Fantasy 15 fell down. Nice.
This is boding very well so far.
Nice, nice.
Very nice indeed.
Ooh. Oh, look at that water. This is really pretty.
Yeah, I am liking the environments.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yep, I'm sold.
Yep.
I mean, I kind of was before.
I would
have played. Oh.
Hello. Oh, look at that.
Wow. I mean, I would have played it anyway, but
of course.
This is making me super excited for it. Oh my god. Freak's cavern or something? Where is that? Oh. That looks like Game of Thrones at the end. King's Landing.
And can we say something about the music as well? So I'm assuming this is like in-game tracks as well.
Oh, look at that.
It sounds epic as well. I mean, oh my god, look at that.
So, do we have a party there? Can we fight with all of those people?
To be confirmed, I'm guessing.
No, I think they have confirmed that we can fight with multiple people, not just Clive.
Okay.
But I want to know how that works a bit more.
And again, what we just showed you is these are not cutscenes. These are all areas that Clive will be able to go to and explore and have battle.
I love that he's still cuddling the dog.
Yep,
again,
absolutely.
We have fun exploring the world and hope you look forward to it.
Okay, so we've got...
Next, we'd like to shift focus to our characters.
Phoenix, Shiva,
the dominants, these warders
Rama,
of the elements, and the keepers of the icons that play such
don't know who that one is in the middle.
Narrative.
Titan?
Titan. Bahamut. Who's the last one? And who's the blonde? Is that...
Good question. I think there might be a couple of others that we don't
know about.
Not familiar with.
Icons
Yeah.
is the Final Fantasy XVI name for what fans of the series will know as the summons. These mythical, giant, magical beasts of legend, capable of taking out entire nations if not kept in check. In Final Fantasy XVI, their size ranges from 60 feet to over 350 feet tall. But unlike other Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy XVI FF16's icons are not summoned, but it is the dominants who literally become the icons themselves.
Right, okay.
Okay, then.
But icons are not just about battle. In Final Fantasy XVI, we deeply explore the backgrounds of each one, and we find that their fates vary greatly based on where they reside. Some are revered as heroes, while others are forced to fight and are treated as slaves. Again, one of our central points of our narrative is going to be learning what drives these dominants. What are their aspirations and what are their desires? Why are they fighting? And what are they fighting for?
ではここで、主人公のクライブ・ローズフィールドを紹介させていただきます。
Right, now let's take a quick look at our main protagonist, Clive Rosfield.
Interesting, we have different ages there. Are we going to have time skips?
And so, our story in Final Fantasy XVI follows Clive Rosfield through 3 important stages of his life, as you can see here. From the left,
there you go.
His teens, his 20s, and his 30s.
Good, because then that'll encourage us to get behind his fight, because obviously something happens to Joshua, doesn't it? But I think what upset me with 15 was the way the story was crafted. Like,
these events that shape and mold Clive.
It just didn't quite work for me because you didn't spend enough time with what's-her-face, Luna Freya. Yeah.
Our story starts with Clive obsessed in his pursuit of revenge for the loss of his brother. But across his journey, that will slowly change through chance encounters that ultimately open his eyes to a whole different world. But Clive is not alone in his journey, and is accompanied by his faithful hound, Torgal, who in addition to being soft and lovable and such a good boy, is fiercely loyal and a deadly fighter. He's a good boy. Such a good boy.
You're all right, boy.
というわけでですね、ぜひトルガルの活躍にもご注目ください。
So yes, the story is not only
Just
about
please
Clive,
don't kill
but Torgal's
the dog.
story as well. All right, and finally, let's talk a little bit more about our twin-tiered battle system that I mentioned before. So Final Fantasy XVI's combat can be split up into two different types. The first being player versus enemy battles, in which Clive himself fights against creatures using a customizable combination of unique and powerful iconic abilities acquired from the different icons he meets along his journey. Many different abilities can be learned and upgraded and customized in a way that's going to match each player's play style.
そしてもう一つ大きなバトルの柱、
Although we all know that we're all going to max out every single ability. So you end up with the same kind of character.
Are the icon versus icon battles, in which Clive himself becomes an icon to clash with other icons.
Unless that's not possible, of course.
True. And of course you might max out everything, but you might still do things in a particular way.
These unique, massive-scale encounters are all created from the ground up to have this unique feel to each of them, that it's not going to be the same every time. Okay, so next up, we have a video that's going to showcase the first type of battle, the one that showcases Clive's iconic abilities. As for the iconic clashes, we have another video for later in the presentation. So let's watch this first one on iconic abilities.
Oh, that reminds me of Final Fantasy VIII.
Yep, I can see where you're getting that from. Is this our normal battle theme then?
Could well be.
Oh. I love the fact that Torgal is doing acrobatics.
Mega flare, okay. Okay, it's too much going on.
Yeah, there is far too much going on.
Okay, so D-pad is healing. Oh, are you the dog? Look, you can change. The dog can do biting and ravaging. So you can switch. So I need an explanation of what is happening here. Are you controlling the dog and Clive starts doing his own thing? Like,
is it going to be like sort of Seven Remake where you sort of like take control of one side and the other ones just does
their own thing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I like the look of these iconic abilities. I mean, he's grown big arms to like punch things. He grew wings there.
I feel like I need to watch that again.
I know what you mean.
Thank you very much. All right, and again, what you saw in this video is only a fraction of the different type of combinations that are available and achievable through our unique system. And so we hope to release more of that information in the near future.
Okay. Kind of would have liked to talk through what was actually happening in the combat there, like what you have control of, and I don't know.
Okay, and
so much going on there.
I think that what we've shown you might be enough.
We're already on the
masses,
questions.
but no,
we
there
are.
are still questions.
There must be a lot of
And
questions
so,
then.
We
Probably.
understand with all
How long has the
information out
video
there,
been going?
It can be sometimes be hard to find all the answers.
Whoops.
Oh Jesus, there's like half an hour's worth of questions.
Still a lot of questions, so we want to touch
Slightly more.
on a few of those today.
Apparently they do also have a different video to show us.
True, yes.
Oh, yeah, the character that you see up here, this old man, he's actually a very, very important character in the game.
Is that Sid? It probably isn't. Joking around.
This is actually the Valisthean lore master, and he knows all about the world.
Of course, he's going to be called Sid.
Kind of compared him to me.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
Shove your action, I want my ATB.
Asked of us.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I think so.
Why the hell is everything dark? Cuties, we don't like them.
Again, so we would like to answer all of these burning questions, and we're going to be doing that here today using the power of the PlayStation 5.
We're going to see proper gameplay. Okay.
Excellent.
To be specific.
Why is this area so small?
Yeah, we got a lot of this. Why is it so dark? Why the area is so small?
Yeah.
No.
Slow down, please.
Okay.
Slow down, please.
Okay.
Fair enough.
That's right. It's not all dark. In the game, the areas aren't all small.
Okay. So that wasn't an open world part. It was a stage.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, and so one of the biggest question marks about Final Fantasy 16 has always been the switch to the full real-time action controls. And so the Media Tour was set up to be an opportunity to showcase our new battle system and controls. And it just turns out that the area that we chose for that happened to be a dark area.
You know that if they'd come along and done a well-lit area saying, why does it all look so light?
This is the stage
I was fine with the
that we
dark.
had completed first, and it was the most ready.
I'm sure there will be variety. I mean, we've seen
I like the way they're just like, I don't give a we don't give a fuck. Just deal with it, guys, because it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not out yet.
But I like this. So it sounds like they're gonna have an open world, and then you go in, and then there's
the media feedback, other than
what they're calling a stage, which is where like a dungeon.
So, if you haven't checked out those interviews yet, and the media reports,
But each one is different.
Their, impression of the battles, please check those out. So again, to prove to you that the game isn't all tight quarters shrouded in everlasting darkness, let me whip out the old PS5 to show you one of our more larger explorable areas that we call fields.
Oh, who's gonna take the controls?
All right, let's switch
There we
the
go.
screen to the PS5. There.
Okay.
It's not frozen. It didn't freeze. It didn't freeze.
It didn't freeze.
We pause it. Now we're gonna unpause. Here we go. Wait a minute. Wait. Controller. I just want to show. Look. This is not a video. Okay.
So we're trying to make this game look good, mate.
Looked bad in that, but you know, it's how to show you is real.
まあバリスゼアの世界これフィールドと呼ばれるまあ大体2キロ
That is a good point, though. It showed that it's real.
かなりね広いマップっていうのももちろん用意されてます。
So again, we do have these very open, spacious areas. This one happens
that
to be
glistening in the
about 2
distance?
kilometers by 2 kilometers in size.
でちょっと進んでみま
What
し
is
ょうか。
that?
You
Over
will
here.
almost certainly not find out what that was in the
Over
distance.
this way.
でまあこれ普通のハイファンタジーの世界にはね存在しないオブジェクトですが、こちら1500年前に存在していたと言われる空の文明と言われる謎のね、古代文明の遺跡が各所に点在しています。
Again, we mentioned before that the game is high fantasy, but everywhere in the world you're going to see these type of old relics from an ancient civilization, which we call the Fallen, which existed up until about 1,500 years ago.
で実際このフィールドの中にはこうやった人々がね集まってキャンプなどが開かれていたりします。
As long as you don't have cheesy music like that going on.
It's not just places for battle, but you also have towns and encampments as well.
まあこういったところも基本は全くロードなしシームレスにも全部進んでいきます。
And as you see, it's all seamless from field into town.
All the accents seem to be more British.
Yeah.
Which is that you're used to sort of most of these things like having American style accents, so it sort of makes a bit of a change.
Okay, yeah, we can't go any further. It's about 145 more yards to the next part, and we can't show you that, so we're going to stop here, and we're going to show you the world map.
ファイナルファンタジー16ですが、このようにワールドマップというものが存在しています。
So,
oh,
with
that's
Final Fantasy
gorgeous.
Cool.
We have this world map, and these are the areas that you can explore.
That is so pretty.
And as you proceed through the story, you'll be unlocking more and more areas that you can visit.
Oh, I'm going to have a blast with this.
As will I. Although you'll obviously be the one playing it for everybody here to watch.
Follow the main scenario along when you unlock new areas, or you can go back to the areas that you previously visited to have battles or search for items and just explore. All right, and now we're going to show you what it's like to actually travel to an area and how much loading time there is. And here we go.
Virtually none.
1, 2, 3,
Ooh.
4.
Okay.
All right, here we are. Boom.
Reasonable.
まあナウローディング出さなくていいよっていうギリギリぐらい。
That's right. Yeah, it's just short enough that we don't have to put a now loading symbol on the
I was just thinking, like, are they going to fill a loading screen, like put a loading screen on?
They're probably going to have to put one in for like those
Oh yeah,
rare
for the longer
times.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, it is going to take
All
a
right,
bit
so
longer.
next up, I want to show you a different type of area, an area that has a little bit more of our RPG elements in Final Fantasy 16. So we're going to have to switch our save data.
あ、1個忘れてた。
Oh, we forgot something.
今日は
Oh, cool.
Graphics, get the graphics on.
Okay, so as you can see here, we have two different game performance modes. One that focuses on graphics and 4K graphics, and one that focuses more on frame rate.
To be honest, if you've got a lot of action gameplay, you're probably going to favour frame rate when you're playing it anyway.
But as you can see here, this can be changed at any time during gameplay. You can go from back and forth between frame rate and graphics at any time you want. So match it up with your playstyle. If you're more into the action in that frame rate, choose that frame rate mode. If you just want the beautiful experience, feel free to go with the graphics. All right, so let's load.
I love that
they've got the 16-bit graphics, yeah.
I love that.
That is cool.
It's like Final Fantasy 6. I love it.
別のデータを読みます。
Okay, let's go to the next data, and here we are.
早いですよね。
That was it.
Oh, this is such a nice mashup of so many other Final Fantasies. You can feel it, the history of Final Fantasy in this game. I'm getting Final Fantasy X.
Yep. Seen that.
Right, so next up we have
Oh, this game's going to be a banger, I think.
And this is an area that's run by Sid, someone that Clive meets
Sid?
along his journey.
で大体ここが、皆さんのベースキャンプのようなものになるとイメージしていてください。
I got
And
base
this is
camp
kind
out
of
of
like
that.
a hub or a safe area where Clive can return in between his adventures.
まあ例えばこのアジトには、こうい
Seems
った
appropriate music for a little
カローンの
base
ショ
camp
ッ
as such.
プがあります。
So inside the hideaway, Clive will find different facilities, such as this shop run by Lady Karen.
まあ武器とか、
And here, Clive can buy weapons,
防具とかアクセサリ
gear,
ーとか、
accessories,
もちろんポーションの補充なんかもね。
as well as
ここでもらえます
the items like potions, the consumables.
Cool. All looks very
で
clean.
他に
Yep.
は、あ、トルガルが寝てる。
Oh, Torgal's sleeping. Aww.
こちらにはですね、腕利きの鍛冶屋ブラックソーンがいます。
And here we have the hideaway's master blacksmith, Blackthorn.
このブラックソーンのところでは、クライブが手に入れてきた素材アイテムを使って新しい武器や防具を作ったり、今まで使っている武器や防具のアップグレードを行ったりすることができます。
Here, Clive can bring the materials that he's gathered on his journey to craft new gear or upgrade
Nice.
his existing gear.
As I say, I saw the reinforce option at the top as well. Make it sound like you've got different levels against all of your weaponry. Can you kick the chicken?
This isn't Fable.
As you can see there in the background with those exclamation points, those are side quests.
Yeah, but answer the burning question, can you kick the chicken?
Side quests that will start in other locations as well, but most of them start from here.
That clearly wasn't a burning question that they were asked enough. Oh, nice cloak.
I want one.
All right, and next up we have this item that's called the Arete Stone.
アクセスするとですね、コンバットをトレーニングする、別時空のルームがあったり。
Arcade mode. Show us arcade.
This virtual kind of world, we have special supplementary content such as battle training.
Score based on performance. Oh, okay. It's not like, yeah, okay. It's like a challenge level.
Yeah, or it's like, you know, previously cleared stage, yeah. Okay.
Arcade made me think of two-player.
Cool.
Compare their scores with players from around the world on the leaderboard.
And then what's the question mark? You're not telling us that.
No, you'll have to find that out later on.
And of course, we also have a stage replay.
I wonder if that's where, like, super bosses are going to be.
Played and completed, they can go back and replay them
Maybe.
Wait, question? What's that? No.
Question. Secret.
Okay.
Yep. It's going to leave us hanging on that one, obviously. Don't want to tell us everything.
Replay boss fights or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
So again, this is that safe zone where Clive can go at any time in his journey. And so when you need a break for the main story, the hideaway is where the fun continues.
はい。では、一回パワーポイント戻りましょう。
All right, so let's return to the PowerPoint for now.
止まらなくてよかった。
Whew, I'm glad it didn't freeze.
So that was just one question.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the next burning question.
I hate QTE.
I hate QTE.
まあ QTE 人によってね好き嫌いもちろん分かる。
But we're going to put him in anyway, and here's why.
Again, we know that the opinion on QTEs varies greatly amongst players.
I don't mind them as long as they don't affect the outcome of a fight.
You mean like miss this one and it's
You die.
fucked?
Yeah.
I feel like some of those are a bit extreme.
All of Final Fantasy XIV's battle cutscenes.
I think God of War does it right.
答えはノーです。
The answer to that is no.
Yes, I don't like it when they're like that. I think it should be like God of War, where if you manage to pull it off, you avoid the attack from an enemy. If you don't,
you're talking about the interrupts,
you get twatted, like the interrupts,
with a lot of players. Neither the director Takai-san or myself really enjoy those QTEs that are overly long or really, really complex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking of, actually?
Lost Judgment?
No, it's actually, well, that one, yeah, that's one of them. But actually, the final battle of Yakuza Kiwami 2. The very final thing at the end with Ryuji, you have one button prompt, and if you miss it, you lose.
Really?
Yeah.
So in Final Fantasy XVI, we have a lot of different boss battles. And in those boss battles, they're split up into multiple phases. During each phase, again, Clive will wail away on a boss until its hit points get to a certain amount. And when the boss's hit points are reduced to that amount, the battle will transition to a new phase.
Yeah, fairly standard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of surprised some of the stuff that they're explaining. It's like, this is what you would expect.
And so we'll have these cutscenes that will help us transition, whether it be transformation of the boss, or whether it be the environment, something is happening in the environment, something's breaking down, or Clive needs to be in a new position.
Okay, so in the way you have with God of War, where sometimes, like,
rather than just have the player sit back and
they're
watch,
attacking each other and then you've got a button mash to
Yeah.
do something while it transitions to a different
really in the action, we've
scenario.
added these simple
Yeah.
prompts for attack and evasion.
なので
We want to assure you with is that while missing a QTE will change the outcome of a cutscene transition, it will never result in a game over. So also, there are only 3 types of these commands that are ever used. Attack, pressing square, evade, pressing R1, or a clash where you button mash the square. And again, these are used to correspond
With your
to
fist,
what's actually going on in the cutscene. When there's a cutscene, you don't have to put your controller down. You can keep holding on to it.
Attack the
take
square.
up the part of Clive, really be a part of the battle.
Same as 7 Remake.
ちなみに入力の受付時間も非常に長いので、そもそもクイックですらない。
In fact, actually, Guard was R1 in 7 Remake as well.
Evade is R1.
Oh, Evade, sorry.
No, sorry, Evade in this is R1, apparently.
Actually, you have a lot of time. It's not actually that quick.
R1 feels like a block type kind of button.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I have certain buttons that work for certain moves.
Yeah.
X is attack. Circle is always dodge roll. R1 should be block or L1.
So most of those, apart from block, are different for you and experiencing within God of War Ragnarok at the moment. Shove your action, I want my ATB.
Well, get over it.
Yeah. ATB has
I really understand this as a player
its sort of place in certain things.
Sorry. Gotta move with the times. Yes, and they should be able to make what they want.
Exactly.
Again, but just like you, again, we on the dev team, we all
just
love
open to
turn-based
opinion,
games. Again,
right?
we grew up on turn-based games. And again, but we also really love action games, maybe even a little bit more now that we're older. And we wanted to take this opportunity to make the next Final Fantasy
why the heck not?
Something that was going to challenge ourselves.
Yeah,
and we wanted
exactly.
to challenge
And let's be honest, it's probably going to sell better on a wider scale.
Something that shows the world the potential of the series.
Don't worry, we'll add a classic mode in, like 7 Remake, where you can do turn-based if you want.
I hope so, yeah.
Even that guy, right there. In the third round, I think I talked to him earlier. He said, Koji, I'm not good at action games. Like, no, it's for everyone, even you.
This guy is funny.
Yeah, that's all me. He can? That guy can? Okay. But not that guy. He told me this morning.
They're gonna have like a wait mode, aren't they?
Something like that. Probably.
Or accessibility options in some way.
But again, to make the game both accessible and enjoyable to everyone, we developed these in-game equipable items known as the timely accessories that make the game accessible. And we're going to show you how they work using the power of the PlayStation 5. So let's go back to the PlayStation 5.
So accessories that you could equip that maybe do certain things for you.
Maybe.
Like auto block or...
No. Save number 2, 3. Yes, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Okay, so we're
going to go to a different section of the area that we did the walkthrough before.
まずクライブの現在のギアですが、このアクセサリー何も装備されてません。
Okay, so this is the gear equip screen, and we see at those bottom 3 slots for accessories, we have nothing equipped in the accessory slots.
普通にクライブのこの召喚獣の切り替えというのは、こちらの
Oh.
That's him changing the icon.
So by pressing the
Yeah.
Active
button,
icon.
that cycles through the 3 icons that you have channeled.
じゃあ僕が全てマニュアルでちょっと敵と戦ってみようかなと。
Okay, so first we're going to go through a battle, and this is all manual. We have none of the helpful accessories equipped.
Okay.
Bosh.
まず回避は R1 ですね。
So you press R1 to evade. See him evading there.
で仲間たちはオートで戦います。
And then you have
Precision dodge.
Jill and Torgal are fighting automatically.
Great.
He's
今
dodging.
うまくかわしますね。
That was a good judge.
でもかわせないと。
That
And
wasn't.
that was a bad one. Dodge.
No shit, Sherlock. Good use of ice there. Or blizzard or whatever version.
Blizzard, I'm gonna... Well, I don't know. We don't know what it's called, do we? But
We don't at this point.
You're pretty good.
This is another one of those,
you're pretty good.
yeah, well
ビル
practiced.
ゲージを削ると
Oh,
Staggered.
ダウン状態に。
Now this is the thing, I've had this sort of beef with like various Final Fantasy games where like you have 2,377 HP
Yeah.
and you have just done 29,000 damage to that thing and it's still alive. Just always
Is that
feels a
what
bit
we...
sort
Is
of
that
like...
the HP we have, or is that the HP that... I guess we don't have another HP bar, do we? So that must be ours.
Yeah, that one at the top must be us. And like you've come along and like done like
9 bloody hides. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Practice? How much practice?
4 times?
4 times?
まあ今のが、何も、サポートつけてない状態。
You can tell God of War's been the game on my mind recently because I'm there thinking death from above as you get off, get off this little rock.
The helpful, timely accessories equipped, and so again, I'm
Jump
not
up and twat
as
it.
good as this as a lot of players are, but that's what it's like at the base difficulty. Again, we can understand that even that can be very overwhelming for players that aren't used to action type of games. And
Okay, yeah, so you can choose what you need help with.
Timely accessories.
Yeah, effectively auto potion on that one there.
So again, with Final Fantasy 16, we don't have the traditional difficulty system where you choose like easy mode or normal mode or hard mode.
Okay.
The difficulty is the same, and we change the difficulty, and each player can customize their own difficulty by equipping or unequipping these timely accessories to basically match their own skill level.
Okay.
But then the problem is, if you find the base level without any of the rings,
so first off, we're going to equip what's called
too easy.
the ring
What
of timely
have you
reckon
got
they'll-
to challenge yourself?
I'm sure they will have. Well, maybe they'll add in like accessories that actually make it harder for you.
What you saw before.
Maybe.
Before, it's fully manual, having to press all of the buttons and all of the combinations to do the attacks. This condenses it all down into the square button only, and we wanted you to see how that differs.
Okay, this is where he sits there just being like this.
To equip what's called the Ring of Timely Focus. And with this ring, what happens is when something is about to attack Clive, or there's an incoming attack, right before it hits Clive, the game will slow down, and Clive will be prompt to press R1 to evade out of the way. So it basically slows down the action to allow for easier evasion.
ではさっきの相手より強そうな
All right, let's look for a different animal. Let's find, before it was a storm panther, now let's find...
I was going to say it looked like a curl in the air.
見ててください
Oh, look at them.
まず攻撃
All right, so now we're going to do attack. We're going to dodge one of the attacks.
I see.
Nice, okay.
これ R1 押すだけですね
That's good though, because it still doesn't feel like too much of an aid.
Yeah.
Like it still feel like if you had that on, you wouldn't feel like you were necessarily. You still have to do the work.
Yeah.
あ自分で避けちゃった
Oh, that was good. Yes, just pressing R1 at the prompt.
Because then I guess if you still didn't press it,
And then
you
like this
wouldn't
as
get
well,
the
when
dodge.
there's
Yeah.
multiple
You-
attacks in a
で今度
row,
は
each one.
There he goes. Now he's just,
And now next
as I
we're
said,
gonna
just
show the auto attack. And now
pressing square.
he's only pressing square, and he's able to do these
よい
combinations.
しょ
Way. You can play one-handed.
okay. Now you're just showing off.
だからここまでそのサポートし
See
て
that
もらうと
all that
片
damage
手
that's
で
been
も
done would have
I
taken
know,
time
I
out.
know.
And again, the Ring of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely Strikes condense the action down into something so simple that you can play with one hand.
もちろんだからこのオートスローだけをつけてアクションはね
Doing all these
自分でやるっていうのも
icon strikes with it as well.
楽しみ方の一つなんじゃないかなと思ってます
Again, another option, again, because these can be combined in any way you want. For example, if this is too easy, maybe only equip the Ring of Timely Focus that helps you with evasion, but then
Or the
decide to
timely
do all of
healing,
the
because I
Yeah.
always forget to heal. But
はい倒せましたねあり
You
がとう
mean
I'm
even
not
with me, like going heal, heal?
I'm not
look
going to
at
equip
health.
anything. I'll play it without
Yeah.
anything. I think
も
to
ちろん
start with.
今あの
At least try it out, see how you get on.
Yeah, for sure. I should be able to do it.
攻撃を受ける
Yeah.
直前にスローになりますがまあその回避自
I
体を
wonder as well, like whether they
全部
might
オートに
put
して
some of the
しまうっていう
trophies as like you have to do
アクセサリー
certain
を用意しているの
things
で
without
プレイヤー
certain
の皆
aids
さん
as
一人
well.
一人がどんな
So
スタイ
it
ル
doesn't
で
make it too
このゲー
easy.
ムを
Again, in addition to these two that we've shown you already, there are many more of the timely accessories. There's even one, for example, if slowing down time is still too much for some players, we have an accessory that will completely automate evasion, so you don't even have to press anything and you'll dodge out of the way automatically. So it's all about finding what's difficult for you, what's easy for you, and finding a combination that works. Again, so for those players that just want to focus on the story and just want to see the narrative and don't want to have to worry about action, there are a lot of accessories that will simplify a lot of stuff and make it easy for even new players. On the other hand, if there's those players out there that know I'm great at action games, I want to challenge myself, take off all the accessories and play it on its hardest mode. We also have other types of battle content that will challenge those players as well. For example, the arcade mode that we showed you before, where if you wear these accessories, you're going to get a lower score. So you're going to take those off.
Right, so I guess people can replay sections to get a higher score.
Get those high scores and get on the top of the leaderboard.
And they might use those as sort of practice, maybe, for like getting better at certain things if they are struggling.
I quite like a hard mode on a game, though.
Yeah.
With a trophy attached to it. Because if I've done one playthrough on normal, I then like to sometimes challenge myself and try it on hard if I really like the game.
Well, thinking about it, like the original 7, 8, 9, 10
didn't have.
They didn't have hard mode. It was literally just the difficulty is the difficulty.
10 had the different sphere grids.
We know that with these time accessories,
this is true. Although the sphere grids, I mean, the only difference really was the fact that the sphere grids there were more locked ones to keep you on the path.
The expert one meant
you could deviate a bit more, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but you could also fuck it up for yourself a bit more.
That you were equipping at that time. So again, streamers won't be able to cheat. And
I like it.
Go in and show their audience, oh, I have this one off or have it on. You'll always be able to know right up there in the
just
top
up there.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we're done showing battle, but the title of our panel is Can You Pet the Torgal?
Oh, yeah.
You can pet the...
Yeah.
Pet the Torgal.
That Torgal.
Can we pet it?
Torgal.
Torgal.
Square.
Of course he's going to pet Torgal. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can you kill the Torgal? No.
No.
Pet. Pet.
I'm trying to work out whether he did that on purpose or not.
I bet he did. And he's giving a treat. Look at that.
Yeah, doggo.
Go ahead. I
pressed the wrong button. Yeah, right. Okay.
というわけでですね、トルガーもぜひたくさん可愛がってあげてください。
That was definitely rehearsed, wasn't it?
Okay, next up, we go on to the next question.
Why would they be all the same? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, that icon definitely looks like a new summon. I don't recognize.
Yeah, or a new variation of like one we're less familiar
Valkyrie with like a weird
whether the
tongue.
icon versus icon battles are going to be all the same. At the media tour, we allowed the media to try out the Ifrit versus Garuda battle. And as this is one of the first icon versus icon battles that appear in the game, the overall difficulty is fairly low. You can think of it as an icon versus icon tutorial. But again, not all of them are going to be the same.
Are we going to see the video with the icons now?
Well, I'm guessing so.
Right, as the story progresses, Clive gets more used to his icon. The battles will get speedier and more complex and more challenging. And again, showing you too much of these may result in some major spoilers, but we did put together a quick video that shows you just enough.
Just enough.
So let's take a look at some of those icon versus icon battles.
Okay.
Whoa.
So who the fuck is that? Typhon. Oh, blast from the past.
Nice.
You had Typhoon in like 6 and 7, didn't you?
Yeah, it was weird because it was called Typhoon.
Yeah.
So this is Titan, who's a bit bigger than the Ifrit. Interestingly, no HP figure.
No. Feels more like a beat 'em up, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look
at the amounts of damage.
I know, yeah. Well, you would expect that, right?
Oh my god. Oh no, look. With Phoenix, you've got a flying fight and you've got like a...
God.
Oh, that's epic. Icon of Fire.
I like that.
Icon of Fire.
Yeah, that's definitely different. I was to say Odin.
Boom.
Nice. I suppose, yeah, like just the fact that, you know, the icons all at different sizes are going to make it different in certain ways.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this looks epic.
Yeah, this looks fantastic.
Mortal Coil.
Infernal icon.
Oh, wow. Cinematic clash.
Woohoo!
Thank you. As you saw, the battles in Final Fantasy XVI can sometimes prove a little unorthodox, but they're very unique and they're very exciting. And we're really excited to show you even more and have more to show you in the near future.
では最後なんですが、こちら結構リクエストが多かったです。
You took the RPG out of my action RPG.
No, I don't think they have. I think they've just given us everything.
Has to do with the game content outside of battles. We've seen the action, but what about the RPG?
もちろんあります。
Did we though?
I don't think they have.
Elements too.
ただもう時間がなくなったので。
April isn't far away.
Mini games. Do they have mini games?
この RPG 要素やり込み出していきますので、ぜひ注
Something like
目
that.
してお
Maybe.
待ちください。
Again, our counter clock says 000, so we're out of time. But in the very, very near future, we're going to be releasing more information on the RPG elements of Final Fantasy XVI.
Add a little reminder about the release date.
2023年6月22日全世界同時
It's
発売
already
です
pre-ordered.
Oh
So
yes,
Final Fantasy
pre-ordered it
16
when we
on sale
could.
We'll be playing it on the
worldwide
channel.
June 22nd, 2023.
Can't fucking wait.
Looks like it's going to be absolutely epic.
And we don't expect any delays.
Amazing. Okay.
No delay.
No delays. And so if you haven't already pre-ordered, please pre-order today.
Yes. Today and every day.
Pre-order every day.
それではすみません、駆け足にな
I
りま
like
し
these
た
two.
が
They're kind of
Good double
silly.
act, aren't they?
ありがとうございました。
Oh,
Happy
thoughts?
days.
Any thoughts? Or are you just like super excited like me?
Just excited, and
Yeah.
you know, it's been nice to see like some of the stuff in a bit more detail rather than it just being in trailer mode and being like, "What the fuck is happening here?" But it all looking really epic. You know, having some of it explained and stuff like that, I think is been really helpful without spoiling anything, which is great. So roll on June.
Roll on June. I'm so excited that we're getting multiple characters. Although, have they confirmed that we can switch to people like Jill? Did they confirm that? I don't think they did
don't
they?
think they confirmed it.
It
And they
looks
only
like
showed
Clive.
us Clive being the main playable character.
Although on the combat gameplay trailer earlier on, it did show like you could seem to control Torgal's actions a little bit. So I'm excited to see what they've got in April. Hopefully we'll get some more juicy bits then. But yeah, let us know what you think. Will you be pre-ordering? We certainly are. Well, we already have.
We already have. Ages ago
Can't
now.
wait to play this on the channel in June. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye.
See ya.